Um, this is a place we want to build a nice community for Pokemon collectors, investors of all sorts. Pokemon's one of the hottest and most popular hobbies, since its inception in 1998, 96, depending if you're Japan. Um, but yeah, this is a great community, and I'm so happy to be a part of um, popular communities like Pokemon. I've been into the hobby for about 6 years now as a seal collector, but now I'm turning my attention to the YouTube space, just trying to you know basically voice my opinion, um, and just talking and build a nice community with similar minds in this great hobby that we have. But today I just want to talk about Prismatic Evolutions. It's going to be one of those sets in 2025 to basically start the the trend upwards. I know we kind of feel like Surging Spark started that, but I think you know Prismatic Evolutions is gonna just take it up a notch. Not only it's a specialty set, it's a set that has evolutions which like Charizard and other popular Pokemon. There's a cult right that follows the evolutions, right? These people love Eevee and the different evolutions that you know that Pokemon can do, and it's a real big following, right? From Umbreon, Sylveon, Flareon, and etc. Um, so yeah, it's just want to make this video just to show, I had my pre-orders already in about a couple weeks ago, maybe a month ago, I can't remember. Um, but I found a couple places that it's below market value based on TCG. So I just wanted to give it out there for the people to just maybe go scoop up or possibly look at as a place to get your pre-orders in. I know if you weren't lucky to get the Pokemon Center pre-orders and Safari Zone, etc. Maybe these places can kind of help you out. While we're less than, well, actually a little bit more than a month out from the release of Prismatic Evolutions. So going over the set a little bit, this is Poke Beach. Poke Beach is a great site. They've been around since the inception of Pokemon, or at least around that time, and they do a good job of, you know, posting up to date, news articles of the most recent or sorry about that, of the most upcoming or most recent set. So they do a good job. Um, the pack art, I feel like Pokemon killed it with the pack art. I'm not a fan of Stellar Crowns, but you know, the next generation is right. This is this is kind of their base set, right? Their Gym Hero set or whatever, right? So these Stellar, crowns that Pokemon decided to go with, you know, um, it's not my opinion on it, but to me, it's nothing that I'm too sorry, but let me just refresh this bad boy. It's something that I'm not really fond of, but I get it. Pokemon's got to come up with different things to kind of gravitate to the younger crowd, to a newer crowd, and a lot of us old people are just kind of grumpy that it's not going our way. Oh no! Well, let me see what's going on. All right, there we go. So obviously, festival came out today in Japan. But looking at the you know just the art in this upcoming set. Now, obviously, English might have a couple different cards, well, missing a couple cards, but for the most part, these will kind of be the same. You know, um, the Cerulege right there. I can see why people fall in love with that one. Um, the one that I kind of like that people kind of sleeping on is gonna be the Palafin EX. I don't know why. It just has that. I know it has that anime feeling towards it. And I think it's a really good card to be honest. Obviously, the Sumbreon, right, or the Umbreon. I feel like it's a good. It's one of those cards that I got to see in person. But so far, from what I'm seeing from the different videos, it looks great. It looks great. The Roaring Moon EX, that might be better than um, Parasol. They're thinking this is the next, Surging Sparks Pikachu. I'm not too sure. I think this, set has a lot of different, basically has a lot of, depth to it that it might be up there, but I don't think it's gonna be number one. Um, and the gold cards, Not too fond of the gold cards for the Pikachu. They kind of use the same one from Sergeant Sparks. I wish they would have did different stance, a different type of pose or something. But nonetheless, it's still gold cards, and there's still people that love collecting gold cards. But so back on topic at hand, Prismatic Evolutions. This is what it's going for. I'm not gonna go over the Pokemon Center one because obviously those you can only get on Pokemon Center, and the secondary market's gonna have those sky high. So I'm going towards ETBs that are basically what most people are gonna go for because it's within most of the price budget, right? So right now it's going for 107. Today's recording, um, it's going up and down a little bit. Average daily sold is 18, right? With the high sell of 119, 1500 for a set that hasn't been released yet. Of a specialty set is crazy. I'm not sure 151 even got that high this early. I gotta double check. But 107, 107, 109, you know, definitely one of these ETBs is gonna be, you know, taken off, once the set releases. I don't think the Pokemon Center will too much, just because it's so expensive right now. So I can see this one going to maybe when the set releases, maybe a little bit higher, 115, 120, just until the market scoops them up. But still a lot for a pre-sale. But yeah, so I want to talk about blowout cards. They're really good place for Pokemon sports cards and stuff like that. They actually went up in price. Um, They've had these were in stock about 2 days ago, a day ago. They have Blooming Waters, but right here, 84.95. These were $75 2 days ago, and this was around 780 around there, maybe 790. But basically, as you can see from over here in the TCG, which people hate, like Alex Stozonomics likes to say, hey, this is the market, right? If you find cheaper deals on TikTok, whatnot, Facebook, then you got a deal, right? But this is the market, right? This and eBay. So this is what the market dictates that this is the price is going for. Anything else is a great deal, right? And as of right now, this recording, like I said, December 5th, 2024, 84.95. I was able to get a couple pre-orders in around a $70 range, which is still kind of high for a specialty set, but nonetheless beats the market price, right? So blowout cards, yeah, they seem to have some stuff going out of stock. Like I said, 2 days ago, or even yesterday, these are all in stock, right? 84.95 is still, even if you add taxes and stuff like that, it's still cheaper than what you're gonna pay over here after you count taxes and shipping. Um, so blowout cards. I mean, definitely a place I want to check out if you're trying to see if you want to get into the pre-release and not pay market value right off the bat. Could be wrong. Pokemon could drop a whole bunch of ETBs right out of the gate. Um, Once the set releases, and we all look like fools. But if we learn from Sergeant Sparks, is that hey, the market's kind of hot right now. It's in a bullish market, and it's going to get eaten up by people who are constantly on top of these sites. So, yeah, you got to broaden your horizon and understand that the days of, you know, booster boxes being, under 100, ETBs being, below MSRP are kind of gone. We got to just adapt with the times, right? So I just want to give, and then another one shout out is the Steel City Collectibles. Now they don't have them right now, but they do a good job of staying around MSRP. If you want to keep it, they haven't came out with none at all. I've been watching them since the set has been announced. Nothing yet. So keep it. Once they get the allocations, probably next couple of weeks, they'll probably know how much they're getting. But it's a big company. They have a good reputation on eBay, good reputation within the hobby and sports card community. But take a look at them. Keep the notify, on. Never know, they might pop out maybe 70, 90, or they might go above MSRP. But history has shown they usually do a good job of staying at MSRP a little bit below. Haven't seen anything where they're price gouging. Um, but blowout cards right now, as of today, is doing a good job of keeping below MSRP. and I feel like this is going to go up a little bit more once we get the full release of, the card list from Prismatic Evolutions. I know Terrestrial Festival is about to be released or got released, but it's a little bit of a couple cards different, right? So we want to make sure that we keep an eye on this number. But yeah, I just want to just give a little shout out to these couple card stores, and we'll try to keep an eye on the market. I know Surgeon Sparks is still steadily going up. It's the last main set of 2024. So when they announce the next set, obviously we'll look towards that. But right now, this is what's on the horizon. For January 2025, and we're just excited for you know, a great time in the hobby. It can be frustrating, but remember, it is a hobby, right? And here at the '90s Kids Club, we want to talk and just voice our opinions sometimes. I know it's kind of hard with the bigger channels, but yeah, leave me a comment if you found any more places that you feel like have good deals compared to market value. All right, well, '90s Kids Club, thank you for stopping in, and we hope to see you